Alright. Alright, chat. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for more, Seth? This one has been requested a lot. Like, a lot. I think this is probably the most requested Seth video that you guys have asked for. It is Space Station 13 Review. A help. Clown Grief, please ban he. By Seth. So get ready. We're about to dive into it. I have my water. And I'm ready. I'm nervous, but I'm ready. Let me turn it up just a smidge. And let me know how the audio is really quick.
Hey people, Seth here. Today, I'll be covering a very niche, very infamous, and very autistic game that
Alright, we're off to a good start. We're off to a good start. I am excited. Hey people. How's the audio, by the way? Alright, let's get into it. Hey chat, Mintzey here. We're watching another Seth video.
Hey people, Seth here. Today, I'll be covering a very niche, very infamous, and very autistic game that everyone's asked me to cover since day one. A game where you and many other real, living people with questionable social intelligence
Oh fuck, great. What was that?
roleplay together on the worst space station in the universe, where aliens, shapeshifters, and traitors working for rival corporations are the least of your concern, where the greatest threat to your own existence are your own crew members. Hungry? Come to the station canteen, where the food is definitely poisoned. Injured? Head on down to medical, where half the medication has been relabeled as happy pills.
Happy pill, painkiller.
Discouraged? You can try taking a painkiller instead, but it wasn't a painkiller, it was LSD. Having a bad
Well, I mean, that's one way to solve the pain, I
painkiller
guess.
instead, but it wasn't a painkiller, it was LSD. Having a bad trip? Don't worry, there's a security officer nearby to help, but he can't respond because he was murdered and replaced by a genetically modified monkey wearing his uniform.
What? Oh my god, what is this game?
Murdered and replaced by a genetically modified monkey wearing his uniform. Hallucinating? Keep calm and focus on what's
it's a
real.
spider.
Unfortunately for you, the supermassive black hole expanding towards you is not a hallucination. It is, in fact, very real.
The emergency shuttle has been called.
Welcome to Space Station 13. Space Station 13 has a very simple premise. Everyone has a job.
I like how he says 13. 13. 13.
Very real.
The emergency shuttle has been called.
Welcome to Space Station 13. Space Station 13.
I can't get over how he says it. 14. 13.
13 has a very simple premise. Everyone has a job. Your objective? Do your best to delay the station's inevitable
It kind of vaguely reminds me of RimWorld. A little bit.
destruction, either at the hands of antagonists or at the hands of your own incompetent crew. Normally, I give a final score for a game at the end of a video. Not this time. Space Station...
The emergency shuttle has been called. It will arrive in 10 minutes. Justification. I stubbed my toe. Ow. Fuck. Call it. Valid reason. You know, yeah, valid.
13, 10 out of 10,
14.
Amazing, spectacular, don't play it. If I'm being perfectly honest with you, Space Station 13 is a fantastic game, but I genuinely don't recommend you play it. Why? Because
Why?
the engine it's running on is probably older than you, because the...
When was... Wait, what is it called?
You play it. Why? Because the engine...
Beyond. When was Beyond engine... The Beyond Engine's development started around 1994 to 1995, initially as a project called Dung. Is this the same thing? I think it's the same thing, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So it's just slightly older than me. By like a year or two. It's not that bad.
Fantastic
Not
game,
that
but I
bad.
genuinely don't recommend you play it. Why? Because the engine it's running on is probably older than you, because the interface is a convoluted mess, and only usable because me and every other autistic chimpanzee who plays this game has committed the hotkeys to muscle memory because of the insane time investment and commitment required for you to learn a single role, and because, to be perfectly honest, the servers can't handle all of you. At best, we can handle, like, 30 extra players before you grind the servers to a halt. For all
30. Why is he? I love the way he's saying his numbers. We worked under fair conditions. Questionable.
we can handle, like, 30 extra players before you grind the servers to a halt. For all these reasons, Space Station 13 always was and always will be a niche title. And maybe that's for the best. But I can offer you something else. I've already killed your hopes and dreams of playing the game, so instead let me share some stories of my wonderful experience with Space Station 13. These stories span several years and several different servers.
Acquire 150 units of blood. Fail. Assassinate Marcus Harold, the assistant. Success. Steal the station blueprints. Fail. Escape on the shuttle or an escape pod alive and free. Fail.
The names of which will forever stay anonymous because I respect their privacy, and because I've received threats from some of the more colorful servers to not mention them by name, or else.
Mouth shut. My silence is golden. And then just a smiley face.
What's gonna happen if I don't comply? Are they gonna hire a Bitcoin assassin to run me over with his mobility scooter? Is he gonna stab me with his insulin pen? I don't know. But between you and me, I hate having cum delivered to my mailbox. And
what? Excuse me? Wouldn't that be like a biohazard?
Don't know. But between you and me, I hate having cum delivered to my mailbox and would prefer to keep it that way. Anyway, I remember the first time playing Space Station very vividly. My friends told me to download it and hop on some shitty server. It had furries and erotic roleplay.
Perfect. Perfect. Could you really ask for more? An 18 plus MRP server for furries by furries. You know what? This is great. This is great. Is that where the gallons went? It went, yes. It went to Seth.
More on that later. I entered around as an assistant, my job to give assistance, and to get my hands burnt off trying to hack into places I don't have access to. As I'm screwing around with airlock wires, my friend comes running down the hallway, dragging someone's unconscious body.
Oh, no.
Frantically, he tells me, "Seth, quick, can you open this door?" Sensing the urgency in his voice, I do. He throws the body inside and sprints away. The airlock closes. 3 seconds later, something explodes. What the fuck was that? I ask. Oh yeah, I fed him potassium and water pills. It takes a while to metabolize. My friend had just murdered a man in cold blood by turning his body into a living, ticking potassium bomb. As soon as the man's died. By turning his body into a living, ticking potassium bomb. As soon as the man's digestive juices cracked through the potassium tablet, it reacted violently with the water in his stomach and exploded, killing him from inside out. After such a horrific display of homicide, I realized, hey, this game's pretty good. Fast forward a few weeks and I'm learning roles, calling shots, and ignoring every single rule of the server. I also ignored every single rule of medicine. I was a surgeon, top of my class, destined to go where no licensed professional ever has. Also, my friend's girlfriend started playing with us. To put it bluntly, she wasn't very good, but she was very interested in progressing the medical field in any way possible. Cargo had just delivered us some complimentary pizza, as thanks for patching up their boys after they got a little too intimate with the xenomorphs on mining station. Brilliance flat.
Excuse me? They did what to a xenomorph? I mean, I can't blame them. I would too.
After they got a little too intimate with the xenomorphs on mining station. Brilliance flashed before my eyes. My pupils widened. I started physically sweating because she said the words I've always dreamt of hearing. Please turn me into a pizza. And so I got to...
Is that still considered cannibalism?
I've always dreamt of hearing. Please turn me into a pizza. And so I got to work. Nurse, get me my scalpel, tweezers, protractor, bone gel, and the rest of the unfinished pizza. One horrified clown watched in the operating theater as I cleanly hacked off and cauterized her hands and feet. I opened the pizza box and began attaching her new cheesy limbs.
Oh
Help!
my
Sec to
God.
surgery. The clown blurted out. He's turning her into a Papa John's. The head medical stormed in with a host of security officers to detain me, but they were too late. Her
Pagly, something, the anal, wow. Wow! The anal clown has beautifully honks Pag, the anal clown, in the chest with the gilded bike horn. What a name. Oh, he farted too.
Her hands and feet had already been replaced. Surprisingly, she could walk just fine on a pair of pizza feet, but her lack of opposable pizza thumbs meant that she couldn't really hold anything, let alone pick them up in the first place. However, her pizza hands did make for a convenient and portable source of nutrition. Despite her numerous protests that she consented to the surgery, the head of medical demoted me on the spot.
I'm demoting you right now. It's okay. I giggles. I asked for this. The fuck are you doing? Oh my God.
That she consented to the surgery, the head of medical demoted me on the spot and banned me from ever practicing medicine, claiming that you can't consent to being a pizza. I was thrown in jail for the rest of the round. Clearly, there was no appreciation for the arts on this station. So, many rounds later, me and my friends found a new purpose, cleaning up the server, one erotic furry roleplay.
Oh no. Nyana Kawaii says I can go harder. Nyana Kawaii says if you want.
Roleplay at a time, using telecommunication.
Will Fit opens a book titled I Love Pussy and begins reading it intently. I'd read it too, let's be for real. I'd read it. Must have been a good read. Moans.
Time. Using telecommunications and meta-communications, I expertly pinpoint.
Oh my God. The days of Skype. No, I have you on Discord. That's the modern platform for the thinking man and the doxed man. Oh my God.
I expertly pinpointed areas of high homosexual intent, namely the dorm rooms and the showers. As two Khajiit-looking catmen meet privately with one another, they will, inevitably, start writing words such as, "Ooh, Mayak has a barbed prickly surprise for you, my friend," and, yes, not me with your thick Tajiran trunk." This is completely unacceptable. Once an act of high
Brother. You hear a honk. Rajira has pushed Raver. You slipped on the floor. Rajira whispers, let's do it, rough kitten. Oh my god!
Homosexual intent is in motion. Several of our men would mobilize as they groan, moan, and spit out.
Oh my god. Raj Hiza moans in pleasure.
Own and spit out hairballs on each other. A security officer would barge in, flashbang the feline fornicators, and tag team baton them into submission before another officer handcuffs them to the bed. On the other side of a contaminated dorm room, our team's atmospheric technician sets explosive C4 charges against the station glass. Quickly, we evacuate the biohazard exclusion zone and seal the airlocks. Romeo and Juliet barely.
What the fuck is going on? Romeo and Juliet. Oh my god. Jazzy says, what the fuck is going on?
Barely have enough time to recover from the flashbang before the charges detonate, depressurizing the room and sucking their bodies out into the black vacuum of space. Another job well done. Many explosive decompressions later, erotic roleplay was considered a real occupational hazard. The Tajaran Cat Boys got creative, started doing group sessions instead.
Oh
but these
my god, it's a whole orgy. Bro, out of all the games you could ERP in, why this? Why specifically this one?
Sessions later, erotic roleplay was considered a real occupational hazard. The Tajaran Cat Boys got creative, started doing group sessions instead. But these were quickly crushed by my friend playing the best roboticist I've ever seen in my life. The airlock doors to their sodomy chamber were welded shut.
Sodomy chamber.
Prevent interruptions, so he drilled right through them with a gigantic combat mech. The air inside was heavy with a sickly sweet smell of wet fur balls and toxoplasmosis. The furries didn't eat
Toxoplasmosis. That's what you get from cats. Like their litter boxes. Oh my god.
Sickly sweet smell of wet fur balls and toxoplasmosis. The furries didn't even have time to react before he started unloading shell after shell of flashbang grenades, and thus we all got banned. We paid the price. But to see half the server get flashbanged unconscious for 10 minutes straight, priceless.
Jesus.
The server didn't last long.
Yeah, that makes sense. Why it didn't last long.
Get flashbanged unconscious for 10 minutes straight, priceless. The server.
Hold on, I'm trying to read that. Are you sure you want to activate your micro bomb implant? This will cause you to explode.
Server didn't last long anyway. The admin's mom shut it down as soon as she saw the electricity bill. So me and my friends went on to enrich other servers. I even got good at being a chemist. In other words, I always stole the syringe gun at the start of a round and filled it with lethal doses of chloral hydrate. For my own protection, of course. I also gave whatever chemical anyone requested, which gives me some moral ambiguity and 2 degrees of separation from any pranks or murders that took place as a result of said chemicals. If a clown asks for space lube, he's gonna get
What's the difference between regular lube and space lube? What? What's the difference?
as a result of said chemicals. If a clown asks for space lube, he's gonna get space lube. One time, a clown managed to lube the entire hallway outside of medical, all the way to departures. Now, departures is usually the place where the escape shuttle docks to get us out of our quickly burning heap of a station. However, if there's no call for a shuttle, departures is completely empty, besides the airlock, which the clown had hacked open. Several people came running through medical, slipped on the space... which the clown had hacked open. Several people came running through medical, slipped on the space loop, and accelerated themselves face first into the infinite vacuum of space. Security...
clown.
accelerated themselves face first into the infinite vacuum of space. Security figured out it was the clown, and in
I don't remember, but you may have to censor the screen for a quick. Oh right, you told me about that. Yes, there is a part that I have to cover the screen. I think it'll be coming up soon. That's right. That's right. There's a part I have to be ready for. London McDonald says these are some fucking good donuts. I do love me some donuts. I do. I'm not gonna lie. I am a hoe for some donuts.
face first into the infinite vacuum of space. Security figured out it was the clown, and in true security fashion, also
What? Does that say I have a feeder fetish? Oh my god. McDonald says I have a feeder fetish, to be honest.
also slipped on the space loop. With most of the crew floating around dead in space, the station had to be evacuated.
McDonald has thrown the handcuffs. McDonald has thrown the flash. Fuck.
He was later banned from playing clown ever again. Several rounds later, I finally spawned as a traitor.
He said, do you have brain damage?
As a traitor.
Mission specification.
Objective 1. Assassinate Nikolai, the chief medical officer. Objective 2. Steal a piece of corgi meat? No, why are we eating the dogs? Is it the furries? Are we eating the furries? Are we eating the furries? Escape on the shuttle or an escape pod alive and free.
Decrypted. Well,
You are now a traitor. Your memory clears up as you remember your identity as a sleeper agent of the Syndicate. It's time to pay your debt to them.
to the Syndicate.
And I had no idea what I was doing, but I wanted my first time to be special. Conveniently, an assistant comes in, bleeding all over, because he was probably trying to break into the armory without insulated gloves.
Insulated gloves, patron saint of assistants and shitters station-wide.
His character sprite had maximum melanin and an afro. His roleplay friendly name was Madick, an
Beautiful. Muddick. Gib. Tricordazine. Please.
an idiot, but a useful idiot. There were no medical staff on hand except me, so I said, hey, I know a little bit of surgery.
He said, hey, I'm not technically a doctor.
Let me fix you up.
Hey, I'm not technically a doctor, but I can do surgery shit if that's good with you.
I put him under
Mince, what? What?
general anesthetic and took out my Syndicate PDA. With this, I can discreetly teleport a few traitor items into my inventory to help me
This is the part? Okay. Okay.
achieve my objective, which in this case was murdering the head of security. I ordered 2
Right.
sets of voice-activated explosives, which trigger upon
Okay, it's right here. Do I have to cover the video? The audio's okay, right? I just have to cover the video, right? But the audio should be okay. Oh, is it just the audio? Do I have to mute it? Does he say? The audio's okay. It conveniently cuts off. So I just have to cover the screen. Audio's fine, just the video. Okay. This is my censorship. Nice.
head of security. I ordered 2 sets of voice-activated explosives, which trigger upon hearing the recorded code phrase. I set this to the word most likely to be spoken by this.
I already see where this is going. I already see where this is going.
upon hearing the recorded code phrase. I set this to the word most likely to be spoken by this mentally retarded human being. Can you guess what that is?
It's what you think it is. It is indeed. Yep, it is a word that starts with N.
Most likely to be spoken by this mentally retarded human being. Can you guess what that is? I surgically opened his ass and inserted the first.
You begin to insert the large grenade into my dick's groin. You stuff the large grenade into my dick's groin.
Of the explosives. Then I lodged the second one neatly inside his.
You begin to insert the large grenade into my dick's chest. You stuff the large grenade into my dick's chest.
Chest cavity. Closing them up, I took off the anesthetic and began to put my plan in action. I would arm this simple.
Okay, so far it's okay. So far we're I can probably show this so far. I just can't go all the way back. Yep, like there, you can see it.
Then I lodged the second one neatly inside his chest cavity. Closing them up, I took off the anesthetic and began to put my plan.
You chomp the meat pizza! Pizza!
Plan in action. I would arm this simple-minded moron with illegal weaponry with the hopes that security would detain him on possession charges. I gave him all the LSD, all the chloral hydrate syringes, and
Jesus!
an entire spray.
You turn on the hand labeler. You set the text to lube it up. Lube it up real good.
Bottle of space lube I had expertly equipped.
He says nice. Happens soon. Okay.
Him to be the ultimate.
You know how it be. My Big's nude and shit. My favorite Pokemon as well. Fairy-on? I think this guy's smoking crack. I don't think that's a Pokemon, guys. Oh, wait, welfare. God damn it, I'm so stupid. Welfare. He means welfare. He means welfare. Oh my gosh.
Entire spray bottle of space lube. I had expertly equipped him to be the ultimate griefing machine. Proud of my work, I gave.
He said, I'll be like the father you never had.
I gave him a hug and set him loose on the world. But just before he left medical, he turned around and said, "Thanks, nigger." The world. But just before he left medical, he turned around and said, "Thanks, nigger."
Okay, now I can show it. We can go back just a smidge.
And we both exploded. My other times playing Antagonist went about just as well. Once I started as the leader of a cult. Our objective was to seize control of the station and sacrifice our mortal bodies to summon a physical manifestation of our dark god. However, I wasn't very good at it, and neither were my servants. We found a nice, quiet, and most importantly, abandoned bar near the north end of the station, which we began redecorating with our...
Jesus, are those a bunch of demonic sigils? Oh my god! This game is crazy!
with our own blood. You see, cultists...
Oh, yep, they're blood sigils. Love it. Summoning circles, yep.
need to learn a set of ancient words that's randomly generated every round. If you arrange them in the right order, you can perform different spells and rituals to advance your goals. We didn't get far, because the most dangerous thing to an incompetent cult is a single crew member doing their job. The fucking janitor found us. We tried to negotiate.
What is this? God damn it, not the
A single
janitor.
crew member doing their job.
gonna
The
clean up all
fucking
that
janitor
blood,
found us.
sorry.
We tried to negotiate, convince him that it's actually crayon and not blood all over the floor. But that didn't work, so we tried to murder him instead. That didn't work either. He used his mop to slip us with soapy water
Oh
and ran
my
off to call
God.
security. As you can
That's
see, I'm
amazing.
not very proficient
Was that word again? I'm not gonna go back. Never mind.
at being a traitor. More often, I find my
The lusty xenomorph maid polishes trip Zalks. The lusty xeno gets zucked off. Well, she's polishing something. Yep.
myself being abused by traitors. Some of the worst offenders in this regard are definitely wizards, since wizards have a bad tendency to sexually abuse me as well. Not too long ago, since wizards have a bad tendency to sexually abuse me as well. Not too long ago, me and my friends played a round that was already in progress. As soon as we
Right.
entered, we realized something was very wrong.
Tension. Oops. Security level elevated to blue. The station has received reliable information about possible hostile activity on the station. Security staff may have weapons visible. Random searches are permitted.
An announcement
Captain announcements.
played on the radio. Penis Inspection Day is
That's what we're gonna do if we have a server here. We're gonna have weekly schmenis inspections. Yep. Gotta inspect your schmenises and your ball sacks, chat. It is mandatory. It is mandatory. Yes. Schmenis inspection.
something was very wrong. An announcement played on the radio. Penis Inspection Day is in effect. All crew members must report to Doc Johnson for their mandatory penis inspection. Doc Johnson was very clearly a wizard.
A wizard. Oh my god. Doc Johnson, I hope you are all enjoying your fine dining experience.
Very clearly a wizard. I knew what was coming, and yet I resigned myself to fate and went to medical reception. Doc Johnson was overjoyed to have new
How
patients. He led
fantastic.
me to a private room, asked me if I'm circumcised, and told me
Couldn't he just tell when he inspects your schmenis?
to have new patients. He led me to a private room, asked me if I'm circumcised, and told me that I passed the inspection
You've successfully passed penis inspection day. I'm sorry, schmenis inspection day.
with flying colors. What a surprise, I thought. He's not actually gonna grief me. But I was wrong. As I turned away to leave, he blew off my ass.
Well,
Magically. Hey, it's wizardry. I ain't gotta explain shit. Anyway, Doc Johnson is a terrible doctor. He left me bleeding on the floor as he took my ass cheeks and used them as a hat. Highly unprofessional.
excuse me. What? Look at him. Yep. Those are booty cheeks. Those are indeed butt cheeks. Oh my god.
Highly unprofessional, would not recommend. A round of Space Station 13 can be very intense. At other times, it can be very slow-paced and almost relaxing. If you're not a traitor and you don't have anything urgent to handle,
I think it's a worm hat. Oh, definitely. Unknown throws up.
Don't have anything urgent to handle, you can always just roleplay and get comfy in a bar, while the piano
Right.
plays anime songs and the jukebox plays whatever deep-fried ASMR bullshit people keep putting on. It's a very wholesome experience, and it helps you get emotionally invested with the other members of your crew.
What just happened? He exploded! What the fuck? Oh, he threw up. He threw up and then suddenly explode. Is that a Sheminis?
Vested with the other members of your crew, which are often nice people.
Yiffrey says, pour out a 40 ounce for Cindy homie.
However, security is often staffed by egotistical megalomaniacs acting out their most depraved.
Security Ryan says, what do we do with the clown? Kill him. Kill him. Kill him.
Acting out their most depraved power fantasies. They are often not nice people. As a result of their
Are they waterboarding the clown?
most depraved power fantasies, they are often not nice people. As a result of their inherent propensity to be insane sociopaths, the rest of the crew will often rebel against their tyranny.
Fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, in the middle fingers.
Tyranny in one such.
Mona Picard, Common Quartermaster, says, exercising our rights under Article 50 of the Station Constitutional Charter, Cargo declares itself as an independent, freedom-loving station state, not subject to the laws of the greater station.
Case Cargo had declared independence.
Oh, we hope you understand our needs and right to demand succession as an unfutable right to self-actualization. All are welcome to visit the newly made station state of Cargonia, except shitcurity.
Crew will often rebel against their tyranny. In one such case, Cargo had declared independence. Security refused to recognize the independence.
Mona, there's no such thing as Article 15 of the station charter. There's also no such thing as a station constitution. And I sincerely believe you're just doing all this to excuse the fact you have illegal weaponry you're hoarding from shuttle deliveries.
Independent station state of Cargonia, so they try to barge their way in and arrest everyone involved, including me. But security was unprepared for the trap we had in store. One officer rushed into cargo bay and slipped on a banana peel straight into the conveyor belt waiting for him. He tried repeatedly to get back up, only to be tripped again by an ocean of banana peels on the conveyor belt, which looped around in a circle. Surrounding that circle was another circle composed entirely of vending machines. The officer was also being brutally assaulted by several hundred cans of.
Oh my god. I'm going to fucking shred you when I'm out. Robust soft drinks launches Star Kiss at literally. Wow.
The officer was also being brutally assaulted by several hundred cans of soda. The vending machines were hacked, and as a result, they would continuously fire drinks at whoever is in the area.
That's
Each officer
amazing.
that slipped
That's
into the banana
amazing.
belt got smashed unconscious by a relentless stream of Discount Dan soda. Trademark, all rights reserved. After extensive head trauma by our soda turrets, security reluctantly.
Saying that my sergeant staff have failed in their attempt to restrain any of you, I must regrettably say I literally don't give a fuck what you do here.
They accepted Cargonia's independence.
I just get my men back and don't shit up the rest of the station.
And their right to bear arms. If there's one department that has more revolutions
And the worst part, 56 seconds of silence, is that he was a filthy cat beast and said, yeah, oh whoa, what big ballsy balls. Bro. Normal ERP actions. Oh my god.
Pendants and their right to bear arms. If there's one department that has more revolutions than cargo, it would have to be science, and it's easy to understand why. We spend our lives researching away for the good of the station, which does of course carry its own share of risks and hazards. Sometimes accidents happen. Sooner or later, some bored
If I failed another recipe, I'm going to kill
and mentally challenged assistant will try and put a bag of holding into another bag of holding, and security can't always comprehend that we're not directly responsible for the resulting black hole eating through the kitchen. This lack of appreciation for the scientific profession usually ends with arrest warrants for the whole department, which is
god. As the research director, it comes as my responsibility to take no responsibility for the singularity in the kitchen. Is it just me or is the audio from the video muffled? It shouldn't be. Seth doesn't know how to do audio. I mean, it sounds normal. It sounds fine to me. It sounds right. Okay. I think it might just be his audio. Okay. Fair enough. I recognize the screen. Hello, Apple.
for the scientific profession usually ends with arrest warrants for the whole department, which is usually answered back with the words, I'd like to see you try. But when we're not having a nuclear arms race with security, R&D is actually quite a chill department. I also made a great discovery last time I played there. Me and another scientist were messing around with blueprints and eventually made ourselves a pneumatic cannon. Normally, these are used to launch whatever items you have inside. What we didn't know was that it could launch food as well. I loaded a lasagna, aimed for the mouth, and fired it at my fellow researcher. The lasagna disappeared. What the hell? That's amazing, he said.
So good.
At my fellow researcher. The lasagna disappeared. What the hell? That's amazing, he said. We just realized what happened. I had just managed to remotely force feed my fellow man. But what do we do with this forbidden knowledge? Nothing good, that's for sure. My comrade got to work asking chemistry for hallucinogenic drugs.
Oh no. Oh my god. Perfect. This is the most perfect plan ever. This is some shit I would do. This is genuinely some shit I would do.
They said no, so we built our own chemistry dispensers, filled up the beakers with happy juice, and
Let's say mind-breaker toxin, 10 units of antitoxin, and then 25 units of mind-breaker toxin.
and ran straight to the kitchen. We injected all the donuts and Hot Pockets we could find. With as much LSD and mind-breaker toxin as they could hold. Then we loaded them into our food delivery system and
Oh my god, that makes it even better. I thought they were just gonna inject like the actual toxins directly into the mouth, but they put it in the food first. So the other people have no idea.
mind-breaker toxin as they could hold. Then we loaded them into our food delivery system and started firing off at everyone in the hallways. The food was instantly delivered. The crew was instantly satisfied. Several people, including security officers, managed to see the 2 small lines of text indicating that they've just been fed something. They thought it was extremely clever and said they didn't know the pneumatic cannon could do that. Since it was just a bit of harmless fun, we got off scot-free. Minutes later,
scot-free. For now.
That, since it was just a bit of harmless fun, we got off scot-free. Minutes later,
I think Jalen says, I think I need to go to medbay.
the hallucination started. Crew members started screaming on the radio. Some were puking, shaking, or convulsing on the ground. Medical couldn't keep up with the bodies. They piled on too quick, and most of the doctors were too busy fighting off non-existent entities to do anything about it. The chemist, who originally refused to give us LSD, was arrested by security on suspicion of intentional food poisoning. It was complete pandemonium, and I think it illustrates perfectly the chaos that is Space Station 13.
Yeah. Jesus, look at all the blow. Oh, no, is that lava? What?
Perfectly the chaos that is Space Station 13.
Piss? Wait, was it piss? Was it piss? Hallucinated lava. Oh, maybe it's lava. Hallucinated lava. It's fire? Is it fire? Okay. Jesus, the audio.
That's all I have for you today, folks. There is, of course, more stories to tell, but we'd literally be here for hours. Space Station 13, a marvelous,
13.
unique, and incredibly shitty game.
14.
10 out of 10, don't play
Scream! Scroll! You are still genetically deformed.
it, because if you do, they're gonna blame it on me.
Alice fucks horses raw. Fucking furries, man. No.
And I hate having cum in my mailbox. As always, more
Why does he keep bringing up cum in his mailbox? Who is sending this man semen? Jesus.
they're gonna blame it on me. And I hate having cum in my mailbox. As always, more content to come, so stay tuned. On other news, I started a Subscribestar account, so if you'd like to invest and don't want to give your money to Patreon, now you can. A warm thanks to the many members of the Merchants Guild, generously funding and bankrolling these videos. You're all truly wonderful. Have a good one.
That's so good. Oh my god. Oh, that was amazing. That was amazing. Space asshole? Yes. Space assholes. That song was a banger. That was an absolute banger. I like that. If y'all want to watch it on your own, that is his channel. And that's the video. Yes, this is Space Station 13 review by SsethTzeentach. SsethTzeentach. That was phenomenal. I love that so much. That game. That game was something. That game was crazy. Oh my god. Until this video, I never heard of Space Station 13. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like a more sandbox version of Among Us a little bit. Kind of like RimWorld Among Us with like endless options and like sandbox. But that was great. That was so good.